Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China.
They also purchased, if I'm not mistaken, the port, the main port of Jamaica.
All right, they own the port.
Is owned by the Chinese. Exactly. If another race owns your port, that means they control what's coming in. They control what's going out. What about the drugs? What about the guns? What about the COVID? You don't know what them people bringing in.
Got Jamaica. If you think about where Jamaica is situated in the world, so I'm saying people need to know about their geographics, because where it is in the world, there's no question as to why the Chinese want to take the whole country over. You understand? Everywhere we have, because
I don't believe the Chinese want to take over Jamaica, though.
So what? All right, answer me this question. And what does Jamaica currently own?
Come to Tessie React. Into this video is about Donald Trump. Donald Trump told Jamaica to chase away Chinese. We know that United States is a superpower, and we all know that Chinese has dominated all across the world. You will not miss any Chinese in any country. And this time around, Trump has called out Chinese to leave Jamaica. But first, let's watch this video until the end, then I'll come back with more reaction.
Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. You have approximately 45,000 people there. People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it. But if they do, they should give it up because we need it for national security. That's for the free world. I'm talking about protecting the free world. You don't even need binoculars. You look outside, you have China ships all over the place. You have Russian ships all over the place. We're not letting that happen. We're not letting it happen. And if Denmark wants to get to a conclusion, but nobody knows if they even have any right, title, or interest. The people are going to probably vote for independence or to come into the United States. But if they did do that, then I would tariff Denmark at a very high level. The Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. And they've abused it. They've abused that gift. It should have never been made, by the way. Giving the Panama Canal is why Jimmy Carter lost the election, in my opinion, more so maybe than the hostages. The hostages were a big deal. But if you remember, and nobody wants to talk about the Panama Canal now because, you know, it's inappropriate, I guess, but because it's a bad part of the Carter legacy. But he was a good man. Look, he was a good man. I knew him a little bit, and he was a very fine person, but that was a big mistake. Giving the Panama Canal to Panama was a very big mistake. Terrific people that have been friends of mine, in many cases friends of mine. They've done a wonderful job in their respective countries, and we'll be talking about many subjects. Trade, we always talk about trade, but we'll also be discussing, I have a feeling, Venezuela. That may come up in our conversation. It's become a very big topic all over the world, Venezuela. And we look forward to spending a lot of time together this afternoon and discussing ways that we can be beneficial to you and you can be beneficial to us. And we very much appreciate your being at Mar-a-Lago. It's a great honor. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. If you'd like to say something to the media, maybe we'll start with you.
First of all, I want to thank you very much for extending the invitation to St. Lucia to participate. I want to thank you for the support and leadership that you've been providing in our region. You know, the United States is our biggest trading partner, and we'd like to think of the amount of trade that also the U.S. benefits from in the Caribbean. And so we're very much looking forward to these discussions today and seeing how we can enhance the relationship to our mutual benefits.
Very good. Thank you. Please.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Haiti and the United States are two countries that are not only friends, but very close. I am a friend, and Miami is actually less than 2 hours away from our island. And we are here this afternoon. We'll have discussions of good things things that will be positive for both countries. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. President, for your invitation. We thank you. The Dominican Republic and the United States of America are two important partners. In fact, the United States is our main economic partner, and we are here to discuss issues of the region, and we are here to your avail to collaborate. Thank you.
We look forward to discussions on energy, on trade, but on security as well. We look forward to discussing regional issues to do with the peace and stability of the region and how we can move forward with the prosperity of our people. So we thank you again for the invitation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'm delighted to have been invited here today to discuss certain issues that are of mutual benefit to both of us. The Bahamas, the United States has been our #1 trading partner. We are neighbors. We have great relationship. We will continue to foster such relationship. I know that the meetings and the discussion today will be very productive, and we expect to come out with positive views and feelings. Thank you very much.
I think that'll happen. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, everybody, and we look forward to the discussion. Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Look at Jamaica. If you think about where Jamaica is situated in the world, so I'm saying people need to know about their geographics, because where it is in the world, there's no question as to why the Chinese want to take the whole country over. You understand? Everywhere we have, because I don't believe
the Chinese want to take over Jamaica, though.
So what? All right, answer me this question then: what does Jamaica currently own? And if they don't own it, who does? Because they don't own sugar, they don't own their rum.
You're looking at it from an economical part. I'm looking at it from
married together.
No, but I'm saying I'm looking at it from. That's actually really true what you said. You know.
You have to think about it.
Yeah, that's really true what you said. I don't have a reply for that one. That's actually deep. What about bigger juice? What about bigger?
Jamaica owns 0.
No, I'm saying about bigger.
Bigger was never it was never Jamaican. Did you not know that?
The bigger is Jamaican. It says originated in Jamaica.
How bad it is. They sold. Where was I?
They sold it, but it was originated from it. But they sold it out.
They sold juicy beef way back in. I'd say.
What about the patty shop that they got out there?
Juicy beef. They sold it. They have one in Covent Garden that else called.
No, they don't.
Who are you telling? They have one in Covent Garden. Yeah. Ask Google.
Chinese are building it's probably done by now. They were building at that time 2 schools, and they were bringing Chinese educators over to help the Jamaican people educate black children. They built the Children's Hospital, which is supposed to be largely staffed with Chinese. They also gave the Chinese total control of all tourism on both sides of that highway that goes from one side of the island to the other. I was also told that they gave the Chinese the right to drill in natural rainforests in the Jamaican on the Jamaican territory for Chinese exploitation. They'd given them tax abatements, and they also purchased, if I'm not mistaken, the port, the main port of Jamaica.
All right, they own the port.
Is owned by the Chinese. Exactly. If another race owns your port, that means they control what's coming in. They control what's going out. What about the drugs? What about the guns? What about the COVID? You don't know what them people bringing in. And you mean to tell me that the Chinese care so much about Jamaican people that they're not going to educate our kids and take care of their health? Chinese don't care about black folks. Go to China. Go to China and see how they treat black people in China. So to me, what I think this is the government of Jamaica, like so many African governments, so many other Caribbean governments have done. They've gotten in bed financially with the Chinese. The Chinese have studied the way the white man has practiced neocolonialism throughout Africa. And the Chinese has learned that these black leaders don't really care about their people. They're all about their pocket. So I'm going to do what the white man did, but I'm going to do it 1 time better. I'm going to offer them double the money. You let me take over this land right here. I'll get the white man offering you $1 million. I'm offering you $3 million. And I'm going to build you a retirement home. And I'm going to pay for all your kids to go to college in China. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you a private military. So the Chinese have basically become neo-colonialist 2.0. They're outdoing the Europeans. You follow me? And they're giving Caribbean and African leaders offers that they can't refuse. And guess what? When you abdicate on that loan that they give you, because all this is loans, these are not handouts. It's all loans. When you abdicate on the loan in that contract, you have to give them large concessions of land and large concessions of your economy. There's an African country right now. Is it Uganda? There was an African country who defaulted on their loan to the Chinese, and they now own their national airport. I forget which, they own the airport now because they couldn't pay back the loan. The Chinese know what they're doing. The problem we have as African people is we tend to think anybody who's not white is a friend of ours. Nobody is our friend, not the Arab, not the Chinese, not the Latino, except the African Latinos who identify with us, not the East Indians, not the Native Americans. We don't have friends. But black people have been seduced into this multiculturalism, which says the brown man is your friend, the yellow man is your friend, the red man is your friend. No, they're not. Black people don't have no friends. And my greatest fear about Chinese neocolonialism 2.0, my greatest fear about Chinese neocolonialism 2.0 is when the time for revolution comes, because there will be a second revolution because you got to get rid of the Chinese. You're going to have to fight 10 times harder. When you fought to get the white man out in the 60s, in the 40s, in the 50s, it was a little easier because he don't have the numerical strength. The white man had to use other black people in his armies to fight blacks because they're only 10% of the world. They don't have enough. China is the most populous country on the planet Earth. They have 1 billion people, not to mention their reserves around the planet. Okay? Don't get me wrong. African people, we're 2 billion. We're the biggest. The problem is most of us identify something other than black, which reduces our numbers. I'm not African. I'm multiracial. I'm not African. I'm Latino. I'm not African. I'm Samoan. You follow? So we are disintegrated based on these names. Here's the point that I'm making. Because the Chinese have the technology, because the Chinese have the manpower, the second war for African independence, the second revolution for African independence against Chinese neocolonialism 2.0 is going to be 10 times as bloody, 10 times as long, and it's going to require the sacrifice of 10 times as many people. We will not be able to throw them out of Africa and throw them out of the Caribbean as easily as we did the whites. And the whites wasn't easy. That was a hell of a war. So just multiply that by 100, and that's what we're going to have to deal with the Chinese. The worst thing we're doing is giving them all this, and it's being done through the politicians. The politicians are doing it. But here's 3 things that keeps Africa enslaved to the Chinese and the white man by virtue of their politicians. Number 1, we have been distracted in America, the Caribbean, Africa, all over the world. It's a Pan-African problem. We have been distracted from development with democracy. Everybody's focusing on who to vote for. You're not looking at the conditions. What's going to change whether he wins or he wins? Because guess who's financing both of them? The same people stealing your oil. Who's financing both of them? The same people stealing your gold. Who's financing both of them? The same people stealing your coltan. You follow me? So democracy is a joke they play on black people to make you think you can have radical transformation.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once more. Hope you have watched a very speech from Donald Trump and also discussion meeting about Chinese to leave Jamaica. Jamaica is an island in Caribbean, one of the most beautiful island in the world right now because it's the one that has it has the airport that can touch in every this Caribbean country like Guyana. You will not go to Guyana. You will not go to Guyana beyond Jamaica. So Jamaica has been really trending in this world because of its stand, and most of people now is talking about Jamaica because Jamaica has a very beautiful tourism. In terms of tourism, Jamaica is the best. So each and everybody is admiring now to go and live in Jamaica. So it has come at a point that these superpower countries are now fighting over Jamaica. It's now this thing like all businesses in Jamaica is being dominated by this superpower. Recently, all business Chinese have dominated Jamaica a lot, and we also know that Chinese is the country that has covered the all over the world. Even the clothes that we wear is from China, and all these machines, all things are now manufactured in China. And when you allow China to come in your country, give them 2 years or 3 years, they will overturn your country, and all business will be belongs to Chinese. So this just has happened to China. The China has really developed, has really come to Jamaica and has a lot of population in Jamaica. Most business in Jamaica belongs to these Chinese. So they have started dominating. We saw a PM announces that this will Chinese will not pay taxes for 5 years because of what? Because of the dominance of the Jamaica. So and this has made United States to be tough with China because they know that when China dominates other countries, they will lose this superpower. So it has caused a lot of anger to this United States, and Donald Trump has come out and tell Chinese to leave Jamaica. As we all know that we know that Jamaica is a beautiful place, and United States is a superpower. So it has come out, and they want Chinese to leave Jamaica, not because of what? Because of the dominance of Jamaica that have. We know that Jamaica, when Jamaica come to your country, they can build a roads, they can build a lot of building in your country. So it's a government to government business. So Chinese has been working with Jamaica in businesses, both in building and also in construction. It has been a business with a business, but it has now come a time that United States is seeing that Jamaica will dominate them. They will overpower them, and they've been called them superpower. So it has made them that they now wanted these Chinese to leave Jamaica. We know that Chinese has a lot of has a lot of money, has a lot of investors. Most investors now in Africa is Chinese, because when you go to, they will give you loan, then they will come back to build your road. So China has a lot of has a lot of engineering, has a lot of medics. So it has come out that China is now dominating Caribbean, and we all know that US US that doesn't like any country to come and overpower them. They want to be the superpower. So Donald Trump called a meeting, and he crisis meeting, and told those meeting that Jamaica must Chinese must leave Jamaica, and told United States, and told PM to leave, to chase away these Chinese because of the dominant. And we all know that United States have uh, that anger. So these things has really happened, and we know that we African, we are being used by these people. So these people has been so anger for us. So they now have started fighting themselves because now they know that they know that we Africa will just as we Caribbean will just as stupid. We will allow them to dominate us, so that they have started fighting themselves, and we are just keeping quiet. Why Chinese come to a country and announce that they will not pay a tax for 5 years because of doing what? No, this is wrong. Tax must be paid by each and everybody, because I as Jamaica cannot pay tax, and a foreigner is not paying tax. We must all pay tax, and has made us Caribbean will not developing because of this habit of praising these white people, being a puppet for them. Kindly, if you are watching this video for the first time, make sure you subscribe, support me, subscribe to this channel, share, like, and comment. Bye for now.